Hey everybody, we're back with Fallout 76 for another episode of The Walk. If you don't know what The Walk is, it's kind of the series I do randomly where I take the old, outdated Prima strategy guide that came with, that you could buy with the game, and I open it up to a random page for a location. I go to that location, and then I just walk back to my camp. It's fairly interesting. I just commentate on what I see along the way. So let's open this book up to that page. It is beside an energy plant workshop yard. That's right over there. That's not very exciting. Let's try that page. Actually, it's the same page, huh? Alright. Sunshine. Oh, it's only up there. I'm only getting very close areas, which is kind of annoying. There. Site Bravo. There, that's a little bit farther. Like, I don't want to do anything, like, in this area, because that'd be, like, a 2-minute video. Site Bravo is... that's Alpha. Where's Bravo? Bravo. Oh, jeez, it's all the way up there. Oh, well. We're gonna go from this place, because they're right next to each other. But, yeah. Wastelanders, tomorrow. Hopefully it all works fine. I've noticed something that's making a lot of people, or a lot of the trolls, angry on Steam is Fallout 76 is in the top sellers list. Go look it up. Go look. And there's a lot of people complaining that's a top seller. And why do I have no weapon? Tenderizer, come here. Alright. So, yeah, let's begin walking. I'm just gonna go straight. So, yeah, what do we see? Hold on, 1 second. I do that so I can put the mic on, because, like, it lets me monitor. Because Turtle Beach has, like, where you can hear yourself talk, and I find it helps me commentate. So, yeah, the Grafton Steel Yard. Not, like, Grafton Steel Yard's weird, where it does give a lot of steel, but I never see anyone take it because it's a pain in the butt to defend, because enemies constantly spawn there. Like, sure, you get tons of steel, but, like, there's constant super mutants in there. So, no thank you. Even my friend tried to, he wanted steel, like a lot of steel once, and we took it, and it was just like, every time we come back, everything was destroyed because constant super mutants spawn in there. Which I wonder if they're gonna do anything with this, with Wastelanders, because to me it's kind of underutilized. There's a lot of things that are underutilized that should be utilized within Wastelanders. Like, I'm guessing the Raiders might take it over. Maybe the settlers will try to get it, but it's kind of close to where the Raiders will be. Because the Raiders are going to be up here, so... let's see, we need to go down there. The marker. That way. Yeah. I mean, this is my power armor character. I call him the Death Knight character, because that's what I tried to model the build after. A Death Knight from World of Warcraft. If you don't know, here's the build. Yeah. So, it works. Like, two-handed power armor melee works. And I think the thing I mainly tried to base it around was Rejuvenated. Or not Rejuvenated, Revenant. Because it, like, you revive yourself. You use Mysterious Saver, and he revives you, and he gives you 50% more damage. Which is really good. And I also just don't feel like farming Legendary Armor. So that's why it's in Power Armor. Plus, I have this awesome Power Armor skin. Like, whichever artist made the Four Horsemen skins really knew what they were doing. This is so intricate. I really just love the way it looks. It's kind of a bit fantasy for the Fallout universe, you know? Like, it's a bit fantasy style. Like something you could almost see on, like, Obsidian armor from Skyrim, but I just love the way this looks. There hasn't really been a power armor skin like I've wanted that I saw in the Atomic Shop as much as this one. There have been some other ones I bought, like I got the Free States one, but all the ones that like transform the power armor to look like something completely different, like this one, I haven't wanted. Like Liberty Prime, meh. Responder one, meh. What else has there been? I don't know, there's been a couple. I hope that the game isn't making that weird sound it did before. Because, I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't. Like, the Yu-Gi-Oh recordings haven't been making that sound, so I'm guessing that this is fine. And there is no enemies along this road, which is really weird. Like, you usually find enemies along the road. Like, usually scorched, and yeah. We are gonna go through Morgantown, so that will have ghouls. I don't know. This is weird, though. There's no enemies. Oh, there's ghouls, but... yeah. I probably should have gone into the industrial, or the, steel factory, whatever it is. Oh, and this, I claimed before that you can put your camp here, because if you... oh no, look, they fixed it. You could put your camp here at one time. This was all green. Yeah, see it's green here? This is a lie. It's not green. It does not let you put your camp at that red rocket. I thought it did. I thought that'd be a really cool camp location, but, eh. Oh yeah, and after one Wasteland comes out, you know, one Wasteland thing that's gonna, like, rebalance the game, and hopefully make it actually, you know, hopefully actually change the meta, you know, those ghouls are gonna be equivalent to high levels. I'm not just gonna be one-whacking them. So yeah, Morgantown. There's actually a lot of secrets in Morgantown that nobody kind of... you'd think more people would hang out here, because there's a lot of the buildings you can go inside and they're not marked. And they have, like, a lot of, like, rare junk in them. Like, I'm gonna tell you, there's a secret location here that has, like, 10, or maybe not 10, but has, like, 5 or 6 typewriters in it. I found it, and, like, no one else talks about it. Like, one of these buildings in Morgantown, you go in the roof, and then you enter a room. Right? It's in here somewhere. And there's, like, a whole bunch of typewriters for screws and stuff. I can't find it again. I know it exists. I fell into there. I'm like, wow, look at all this junk I need. It's somewhere over here. Wonder how big Wastelanders is gonna be. Like, I saw somewhere that it's gonna raise the game up to, like, 90-something gigs, or almost 90, it's like 80, and unless they're gonna do, like, a compression thing, which I'm like, it'd be nice for them to do the compression thing, but... or Call of Duty doesn't. For some reason, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is, like, over 100 gigs. Which is, like, stupid for a Call of Duty, because, like, I don't understand why it's so many gigs. It doesn't seem much bigger than the ones in the 360, and those are like 5-6 gigs. I don't know. I don't understand how big games are on the current gen. They're gonna be bigger next gen. But like, if you go to the 360, you were like downloading 5, 6, 7 gigs, maybe 10 at the most. Here, games are like 60, 70, 80, 90 gigs, 100 gigs. It's insane. Is it just because of the texture sizes? Is that what takes up the most? How many models? I don't know. Oh, there's just low-level ghouls here. I remember I came through here on my pistol build character at a low level. I was like level maybe 20-something. And there was level 64 ghouls here. Maybe someone nuked it and it was like the aftermath. But that was annoying, because I was questing around here. And it was like every ghoul I ran into, it was like, hey, 64. It one-hit me every time. Very annoying. We still have a while to go. It's been 9 minutes, basically. Oh, if you're wondering, if you're new, and you're watching this, and you're wondering, what is this crazy weapon I'm holding? This is the Tenderizer. It's not a legendary weapon. It's just a unique weapon. It doesn't have any legendary effects. And you get it from Graham's event. I don't know if they're going to do that again. But yes. And then I have the salty attachment on it, which raises its, I think it raises its limb damage chance. But yeah, it makes salt go everywhere too. It's a unique weapon that's not legendary, and you can scrap it. So if you do ever get this, like this one I actually got from someone's vendor. They had like 3 of them. They were selling them for only like 1,000 or so caps, or maybe a little bit more. But yeah, it's a 2-handed melee weapon. Even though you see me, the power armor doesn't have 2-handed animations, so everything's just 1-handed. But it's 2-handed. It's pretty it's okayly powerful. I wouldn't say it's amazing. Like, I think it's it's a fairly decent weapon for not being legendary. It's on my character, it's doing 294, but that's not amazing because you consider All Rise is doing 365. So, but it doesn't make the annoying sound that I hate out of power or super sludges. I hate that like rocket sound. I like noise. Really don't like it. Here, wait. This noise. I have a nocturnal one. This noise. I hate that. I think it sounds awful. And it glitches like that. If you notice, it's still playing. Hopefully that will be fixed, maybe. You have to get that noise to go away, you have to put it away. Oh wait, no, you have to pull it out, put it away. Yeah, and then click another weapon, and it won't, and that noise will stop playing. I hate that noise so much. What else about the game? There's a lot of things I'm wondering with Wastelanders, and I know like a couple people that watch my channel, they're into PTS, and they can't say anything, but you know, I only have to wait a day to find out, but I don't know. Oh, I highly recommend going on the Steam forums. It is people complaining that this game is selling. It is funny. Then go on the regular forums. I enjoy the Bethesda forums a lot more than any other forums. There's a good bunch of people on there if you want to talk about like Fallout 76 stuff and want help with the game. Because those people, they will help you with the game. They will tell you the best builds. They'll tell you every little thing. And I'll tell you things. I know all the best builds too. I might not do the best builds, but I know the best builds in the game right now. You know? Oh, look, a respawner's thing. There's so little enemies along this path, or along these roads. Because it feels like there should be more scorched. Did I, like, enter, like, a Twilight Zone where, like, the scorched are gone off the roads? Because there used to be, like, all over the roads. Maybe Wastelanders is bleeding in a bit. Because there is actually some Wastelanders content in the game before Wastelanders. Low-level Protectrons. Ah, yes, wild Protectrons in their natural habitat. I don't know. I don't think people want to see me fight low-level Protectrons. But the series is basically just to see, you know, what I see along the way from a location back to my camp. If you're wondering why I don't do the best builds in the game, and I try weird, stupid builds, it's because I find doing the meta boring. I don't like doing the meta. I like finding my, my own path. And this game lets you do that. You can do whatever build you want. You don't have to have a combat build. You can be a person that just trades stuff. You know? You want to be, you want to just open a shop and that's all you do? Sure. You want to, you want to be a tank that might not do much damage? You can do that. You want to, I don't know, you want to make weapons and sell them? I don't know. You just farm, stuff? That's fine. You don't have to get the best gear. You want to be a person that just mods power armor for other people? You can do that. You can do anything you want in this game. Some people will laugh at you and call you a food build, but, it's like, eh. Who cares? There's no winning in this game. Like, there's no end goal. I mean, the goal is, to me, the goal is to have fun in a multiplayer post-apocalyptic Fallout. And if, whatever you want to do is fun, it's fine with you. I believe in freedom of choice. Sure, sure. It's like, yeah, if you want damage, right now you go with either a Junkies build or a Bloodied build. Bloodied stealth. Combining Bloodied and stealth, or Bloodied and, Junkies and stealth is probably the best way to get tons of damage. Right now. Or Berserkers and stealth, but a lot of people don't like Berserkers. Because it's like, oh, I want to take no damage and do tons of damage. I want, make the game easy. To me, that's not me. I don't want to make the game easy. Like, my Berserkers build, it allows you to be competitive, I have Berserker's character, which is a... If you don't know, if you're new and watching this, Berserkers is wearing no armor, and they give... no armor, and the weapon Berserker's weapons, which have the prefix Berserkers, gives you more damage. It's on par with Junkie's damage. Junkie's gives the weapons 50% more damage if you're addicted. Berserkers gives you 50% more damage if you have no armor on. And no damage resistance. Like, you can't use White Knight or any chems that give you damage resistance. You have to have 0 damage resistance. If you're wondering how I don't just constantly die, it's go watch my Fallout 76 videos. Like, it's literally like relying on dodgy Lone Wanderer and Blocker. And then recently I got the healing gun, which just makes that build so much better. Why is there's oh, okay, there's some liberators. I enjoy doing the walk. I like walking around a map. Like, I'm not a person that just fast travels everywhere, usually. I mean... more. Like, I don't like fast travel, right? I like walking around the map. I like being in the map, you know? Just teleporting everywhere is just kind of bleh. I'd rather... Like, I like how World of Warcraft did it, right? World of Warcraft, if you wanted to go somewhere, you had a mount. You walked there. Or you flew there on your flying mount. Or you paid for one of the taxi services. And that's how you got from place to place. I really like that system. And this game could have had that. It could have easily had that because it has, if you're new, or if you've been to the game already, there's basically giant monorail platforms all around most of the map, right? There's a lot of these, you'll see them, there's none around here, but I was like, oh, the game should have a monorail that you go on and you can just move from place to place. You pay, like, I don't know, 10 caps, and you're like, I would like to go to the mire, and you get on the monorail and it takes you there. That would have been really cool. And then people will be like, oh, that won't work. Bethesda's engine can't handle vehicles. I'm just like, yes, it can. It's just that nobody's ever put into work to make vehicles work on it. For Bethesda. Because there are other games that use the Gamebryo engine. If you don't know, the Creation engine is the Gamebryo engine, more or less. That have vehicles. There's literally a racing game made on this engine. So don't tell me it can't handle vehicles. It's because modders can't figure out how to put them in, and they don't really work. It's because... I've noticed with most vehicles, when people try to put them in a Fallout game, they usually take a robot. The robot, like the sentry bot, which is rolling on the ground. Right? And they make that a vehicle. And you say it can't handle vehicles, yet Skyrim has horses. Which are operating near the same way as a vehicle. Plus, a lot of people don't understand, add vehicles, you have to think of the map around vehicles. Right? Like, you have to make places vehicles can drive. You have to make sure that it's drivable. You can't just put a vehicle on a map. Yeah? I don't think a lot of people understand that, because... how are you gonna... Like, you could drive through this town, sure, but as soon as you go off-road, you're just gonna be hitting rocks and tons of stuff. You'd have to remove, like, tons of small debris so that the vehicles can walk through it. We are in the beginning town. I just realized. This town's getting a lot of stuff added to it, if I remember correctly, for Wastelanders. I wonder if the NDA... Like, how does the NDA work? Can people just say stuff, like, the first day? Or does, like, the NDA last forever? Because I'm not under NDA. I don't know anything. I'm not on PC. I'm on Xbox. Yeah, you're cool. That's the problem with walking through the low level zone. Oh, you are... Oh. I was like, why is he glowing red? Weird. Oh. Let's give him a critical. Just because I can. This has been a kind of boring episode, but it does allow me to, like, show off, like, a good portion of the map, before Wastelanders. I mean, I walked, walking all along here, walk through the beginning town, so you can like use this as a, hey, this is before Wastelanders. You know, this is how it looks video. Try and speed up. It's been 20 minutes, and my camp is right over there. I'm not doing that event game. That's a low-level event. That's another thing I need to know. And it's not with Wastelanders. This is gonna come after Wastelanders with the one wasteland thing. See, with the one wasteland thing, I'm wondering, like, is it, since they want to make the map available for all levels, like they don't want like the forest to be the level 5 zone, everything's gonna be, you're gonna be able to go anywhere. Will that mean that every event will now give high level items? Because that's why nobody does the low level events, because they don't give good items for high levels. And most people that play this game are high levels until tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to probably see a lot of low levels. And they're going to be everywhere, and there's going to be chaos just like the first couple days, and you're probably going to see a lot of people complaining that they were killed in PvP because they took a workshop, and they don't know that workshops are PvP areas. Yes, if you're new and watching this, don't take a workshop unless you intend to defend it from other people. Like that symbol, that is a workshop. Workshops are PvP free areas. Not like you're free and you can't die there. It's an arena, alright? It's basically an arena there that people can come and kill you, and you can't do anything about it except defend yourself. There's still people complain like, this person killed me. I had pacifist mode on. Were you in a workshop? Yes. Oh well, that's how it works. Don't take a workshop unless you want to defend it. Oh, here's something I haven't discovered on this character. Oh, speaking of discovering, there's apparently going to be 40 new locations, so that's a lot to explore. And that's what I like about Fallout games. I'm the person, I don't care about the story. Like, I know that's why a lot of people play Fallout. I could care less about the story or, like, the NPCs, like, or the human NPCs. I just want to explore. I want to find, cool locations. That's my main thing. I want to find cool locations and fight giant monsters. That's the main reason I like playing Fallout. Explore, and to fight monsters. Different monsters. I want the... I don't just want the game to be, a shooter, but... I don't really care about the story usually in games. To me, the game... I always said the gameplay is the most important thing in a game. It's a game. You want gameplay. That's why people... don't like Death Stranding. Alright? It has a good story. Alright? It has great graphics. And you do explore. Not much. There's not much in Death Stranding. It's literally walking through nothingness. Like, I tried watching an entire LP of some guy doing it, and it's just like, wow, that looks like a terrible game. You're doing this, but worse and slower. Like, I don't know how. Anyone, I don't understand Death Stranding. Like, it has no gameplay, or so little that bleh. Which is strange, because it's from Kojima, who has made very good games. Metal Gear Solid, and before that, there was he made this really, really, really good 2D game. I forget what it's called. I think it's Space... I don't know. It has to deal with cops in space. And it's really good. It's a 2D game, but it looks really good. I highly recommend looking it up. I forget what it's called. Really cool game. Ghouls. Huh. Something else about ghouls is Jay from Jay and Silent Bob is a ghoul in this game. He's a character. That's cool. I like when Bethesda adds like kind of forgotten actors to the game, though. Like, you would say forgotten actors. They added Liam Neeson. To be fair, that was before Taken, right? Liam Neeson, I don't remember being too, like, big of an actor before Taken, right? Like, he was in other movies. He was in a really cool 80s sci-fi movie called Krull. Krull. Look that up. Good movie. Weird movie, but good movie. He wasn't the main character. He was a side character. He was in there. Should definitely watch Krull. There should be a Krull. The fact that there's no, like, modern Krull games. That's annoying. Like, I'd love to make a game company. I'd love to own a game company where we just make games of really old movies. Like, movie tie-in games that for, like, really old movies. I feel that'd be interesting. You know, like, it's an old movie I watched. Oh, like, I guess Godzilla has new movies, but... I don't know. Oh, Neon City. I watched that movie. It's a movie called Neon City. That one's pretty good. And movie tie-in games are sadly kind of gone. Like, they used to be such a prevalent thing during the PS2 and kind of into the 360, PS3 era. And actually, yeah, all before that too, but this generation... Maybe because games are getting harder and costing more and more to make, that, you know, movie tie-in games are not very good. Or they just can't do them anymore. Or level 1 ghouls, or low-level ghouls. Oh, there's a lot of them. Alright. It's taking almost 30 minutes to get back. Seems that, like, no matter where I walk from, it seems to take around 30 minutes to get back to my camp. No matter what. How far are we? Not that far. Let's keep going down the road. And excited for Wastelanders. I mean, most people are probably going to watch this video after Wastelanders already came out, due to it being 4:30 and it taking me a while to upload videos. Why are you, like, glitched where I can't hit you? Another thing people are complaining about from I watched the Wastelanders trailer is, in the trailer they blow off the door's hinges with explosives. People are like, oh, it's made to withstand a nuke. That's stupid. I'm like, it might withstand a nuke, but it's not going to withstand a shaped charge. Alright? A shaped charge goes through steel like a knife through butter. You know? Like, shaped charge is literally an explosive that's shooting a molten stream of copper that goes through steel. It's both melting it and shooting at such a high pressure, it just kind of disintegrates steel. That's how an RPG works. That's why tanks aren't really made of steel. Like, the armor on an Abrams is called chobum, which is like some weird mixture of ceramic. And it's mainly meant to protect against RPGs. And then there's another way to protect against RPGs, and that's called ERA. Explosive reactive armor, which is like, if you go look at Russian tanks from like the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, they have these squares. You're like, they squares like all over them. Alright, they're little squares. They're little explosives, and basically an RPG hits that, and it basically, the explosion throws the RPG away. Like, it's really cool. It's a really cheap and, like, really cost-effective than developing, like, chobum armor. And yeah, here's the camp. And I am lucky. My camp is not on the list of places that are going to be used. I'm so happy. So yeah, 29 minutes.